everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing what do you need to focus on right now and what can you do to change it. So we have a group number 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4, and if you are curious about what these crystals are, we have the pyrite cluster, pyrite cube, the little clear quartz point and moonstone. So please choose your group now. Let's see how we can change your energy a little bit, ruffle it up, see if there's any changes that need to happen. And let's go, start with group number 1. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So let's get you a couple of other threads of fate cards just to clarify what's going on with you guys. And we're going to pull some charms. We've got some more cards here. We've got all the things. We've got dice, we've got everything. Let's see, underneath we have the alchemist. Beautiful, so lots of changes. Okay, so you guys chose the pyrite. Let's see what's going on for you guys. We have the observer, take risk, and manifest. Beautiful. Okay, let's get you some dice. Okay, and we'll go over here with some dice as well. Okie dokie. So big changes are happening for you guys. You got some really grounded energy. You guys are really, whoa. You got some big stuff like hovering on, like stuff is underneath the surface. There's some real deep stuff underneath the surface. We've got 2 earth signs. So there's definitely a lot of thick movement around your career. There's a lot of stuff happening. Whoa, we got some big stuff. Okay, so we have Virgo, we got 7th house, we got Neptune, and then we also have Capricorn, 6th house, and we have Pluto. Oh my lord. Okay, so major changes that are happening. I'm feeling like you guys are really needing to take a risk to actually manifest what it is that you want. The main thing that you need to focus on right now is to focus on getting yourself more comfortable in your body so you can attract what you need to attract. So I'm feeling like there's lots of like masculine, heavy, thick, earthy energy. And at the time of filming this video, it's Taurus North Node at the moment. So we have Virgo and we have Capricorn. These 2 guys feel like you guys are really, really shifting. And if you have Virgo or Capricorn in your chart, in terms of like, you know, a sun, moon, rising, or maybe in like the houses as well, there's some major shifts going on personally, like with your close family, body, or your career. And I'm feeling like there's major shifts going on with how you're attracting money and how it's really changing your thinking. I feel like you're majorly changing your career. I feel like you're majorly going into a spiritual awakening because of the changes in your career. And I feel like the Neptune energy is you're awakening a lot quicker than like before. Like this awakening that you're having is quite unusual because it's very, very random and it's really, really big. Like this isn't normal for you from what you've been through. We do have the Aries energy of the mountain goat, and Aries just kind of goes for it. They go for it straight away. So what I'm feeling is you're needing to really take some risk on what you actually want to manifest. This is asking you, go for it. Like your energy feels quite watery, where it's like, you might even be a water sign as well, but I feel like your energy is quite like passive, like you don't want to approach this situation. You're like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I change it? And basically, the main thing you need to focus on is how are you reacting to the situation, and are you physically moving your body and changing something? Because it's all about you. It's basically how are you changing it. So what I'm seeing is the best way to really dig deep and kind of shift this energy, whether it be through your career, which I'm seeing it's very much to do with your career. We have Neptune and Pluto. So the best thing you can do is to focus on making sure you are as calm as possible and getting yourself in a grounded position. So meditation, going out in nature, doing anything that clears your energy, that releases any blockages, because you're very influenced by other people and you're very sensitive. So you will take on those kind of personalities. So what I'm seeing is the major changes that are happening is you're really leaning into the universe for guidance. We do have the 6th house and 7th, so I do see major changes in relationships. I'm seeing you may be attracting a Capricorn or a Virgo in your life, friendship or romantic. And I'm seeing that there's a real deep need for you to come back to your health and your body and just make your life as fucking simple as possible, because you can get overwhelmed quite easily and you're quite sensitive as a human, basically. Yeah, be really headstrong. And I'm hearing like, don't be afraid to switch something up in your routine, especially if you are very earthy. It can be really hard for you to change up your routine. Yeah, this feels interesting. Something is really shifting. It feels good. It feels really good, actually. Okay. All right. So let's get you some crystal cards. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what guidance wants to come out for group number 1. Apophyllite. Stay positive. Oh, girl, you guys have really been through the ringer. Loosen your grip, guys. You guys really hold on very strongly. You're very good at holding on. You have staying power, but that can cause you to like not be comfortable and happy where you are, but still stay there. Feels very Taurusy. This kind of reminds me of weed. I've never done weed. I don't know what weed even hardly looks like, but that really looks like weed. Oh my god. Okay, maybe you guys do weed. I don't know. CBD oil. I don't know. Right. So we have clear quartz. Get crystal clear. The fact that we have one of these babies right here, I mean, that's so synchronistic. So what I'm seeing is you need to get clear on how you want to basically approach the situation. I feel like you need to get clear in your mind first, and everything will literally become much more clearer, because you are so ready to change, but you're holding your grip so tightly and trying to control the outcome, and the outcome has nothing to do with how you think or feel. It's actually to do with how you're reacting. And it sounds really strange because it's like, oh, I just want to control it. I just want to have it this way, but you can't. Like, okay, this is making so much sense. I feel like these cards are really resonating with what I was saying. So we have stay positive, loosen your grip, find peace within, and we have go deeper. So it's literally saying, I know you want this goal. I know you want this particular thing to change, but nothing's really going to shift, and you're not going to fully feel happy until you find a little bit of calm. Because what I'm seeing is you're the one who's got to make a decision. Like, you're the one who's got to decide if this is the right thing for you. Nobody can make a decision for you. I feel like this is a very practical decision for you guys. This could be even about babies as well. You might decide, do I want a baby? I'm not sure. Do I want to get married? I'm not sure. It's like, it feels very much like an outward kind of decision, but you've got to make the choice first. You know, you can't rely on somebody else to kind of make a decision for you. And the best thing for you to do is loosen your grip around it. The more you think, the more you want it. It could even be a relationship as well. Like, the more you want it, the further away it's going to feel. Like, it's going to feel like it's further away. And I do feel like you do need to go deeper within yourself, 100%. 100%. And it feels really much to do with career. That's what I'm feeling. And also just to stay positive with it, like realizing that you do have options, and maybe it isn't just the right timing. Maybe your timing is different to when you actually need to do it. And unfortunately with money and society, it's very, like, it does make you feel like you have to make a decision like straight away. So, but I'm just seeing, like, don't feel like you have to feel pressured, okay? Okay, so you're going through some major transformation. That is why we have the butterfly. So we'll see what's in your future energy once you've made that decision. Okay, you're in charge. You're majorly in charge. The spider is all about weaving your own web, making your own decisions, being very practical. It's all about kind of slow progress and realizing you are fully capable of making a decision. And it's not like, I think some of you guys are worried that you're going to make the wrong choice. And at the end of the day, you'll feel it out as you go along, because you're very sensitive. So you'll know if it's like if there's like a tug there, you'll know that you'll have the tug to just go for it or change. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys need to dedicate yourself to this one choice, and realizing that this is going to be the right choice. When you make it, it will be the right one. The fox in the reverse, I'm feeling, is you guys are just feeling a little bit lost right now. You're kind of feeling a lot of pressure on yourself. So I'm seeing like it's really important for you to change the way this is presenting itself. Like, really try to let go as much as possible. Just say universe or God or whoever you kind of work with in your life. Just be like, girl, I'm done. Help me, let it go, please. So, because you're not in control at the end of the day. You only have so much control, okay? So you're doing such a good job as well. I feel like you definitely want to have control all the time, and it's making you suffer. and realizing that you only have so much control. Okay, so let's get you some guidance with the butterfly. So this is where you are right now, undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationship, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Thank you, universe. Hi. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, a practice or prayer, done at the same place and time will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, cheerful and graceful. When out of balance, fragile and frustrated. To bring into balance a daily routine. And that is why we had so much like masculine and so much, oh, I just dropped my candle lid on the floor. Where we have so much earth energy. We had the Virgo, we had the Capricorn. It's just so much like I want to control, I want to resist. But because you guys are so practical, it can be really hard to see outside of that. And just realizing like you're practical for a reason, like you're very, very earthy, or you're very kind of committed for a reason. Like it is hard for you to loosen your grip, but it's for a reason, you know? Does that make sense? Like that you are you for a reason, okay? So do you want to keep these cards out? No, you want to clear them. Okay, so let's get you some charms. And we'll see if there's anything else that wants to shift or change. Use this little box here. And give it a little shaky shake. If anyone knows where to get some good charms from, let me know, because I feel like I need to update my charm box. Okay, let's see. I'm hearing on Friday, that annoying Friday song as well by Rebecca Black. Pretty sure that's her name. Okay, they're saying, and we're done. Okay, this is about loosening your grip, and this is also finding somebody who's also loosening their grip. So I think it's also someone who's helping you loosen your grip. So this could be a partnership, a counsellor, a friend, your diary. You know, it's like everything, it just depends on your situation, you know, so just take it as it resonates. All right, so we have F, we have T, and we have T. Okay, so T is obviously very, very important. I'm hearing like F you. So it might be you need to say F you to somebody, obviously in the nicest way possible. Okay, so... oh, Christmas. We've got a little Santa Claus here. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. All right, so we have a cat, we have some grapes, we got a little Mickey Mouse key, we've got some peas, we've got a tree. My heart chakra is vibing so hard right now. My heart chakra is absolutely vibing. Woof, she is opening. Something's going to really open your heart chakra. This is giving you a lot of wisdom actually. This is going to help you through your actual goal. So say if you are worrying about a career, what you're focusing on right now is strength, like inner strength to choose yourself rather than like society and things like that, because it's giving you a lot of wisdom. This might be a company, names, streets, things like that. So what I'm seeing, go towards where you find peace. Use music to help you transform the situation. If you feel stuck, listen to some music. Move your body. I'm also seeing you could travel for work. So if you do want to work in a different country and you're able to do that, or state, then maybe consider that as an option. I do feel as if you guys need to eat better for your diet. Like fruit is good for you. Obviously, it depends on the person I'm talking to here. And also your decision will make a difference at Christmas time. I'm seeing you having a bigger commitment around Christmas time, like you might be working more around Christmas time, or it just feels like you feel more whole around Christmas time. So obviously depending on when you're watching this, but it feels like you feel more whole. Like you sometimes, you know, when we have occasions like birthdays or Christmas, they remind us of what we don't have. This is basically saying like you're going to feel more whole by that time. Things will feel more settled, more complete. I'm seeing this is a lot of ancestral trauma as well. You are the guidance, you are the guide, you are the guide, like you are the one to change a lot of ancestral trauma. So if you have a lot of strong religious, like if you have a family member who's strongly religious, if you've got kind of family members who are very judgmental, it will be harder for you to make a decision because you will be judging yourself. This kind of reminds you of feminine energy. You can use your feminine energy to kind of help you in this situation. Doesn't matter on your gender. Everyone has feminine and masculine energy. And it's interesting that we have pyrite. I just realised that that's all to do with career, money. So there's definitely an element of you feeling confident enough to assert yourself. And it could be maybe you have had a lot of, uncomfortable situations with feminine and masculine energy. Maybe you have had very uncomfortable conversations about being a woman or being a man and having to do a certain role, and it's like maybe it's against what you've been taught. And at the end of the day, a man and a woman can do anything that they put their mind to. It's nothing to do with the gender. So if anyone's told you can't do that because you're a woman, you can't do it because you're a man, they can stuff themselves, because it's not true, okay? Unless it's literally to do with the genitals, it's not important, okay? So I hope you have a lovely day, guys. My rates and crystal shop are down below. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. Okay, you guys chose the beautiful pyrite cube. I'm obsessed with these. They feel so amazing. Like, they're so grounding. And if you guys have wanted to get something that's very grounding and just makes you feel more in your body, pyrite is amazing. Even in whatever form it comes in. I do feel like circular and square are really good when you're meditating. It's just the shape. I just think for some reason the geometric shape's really important. Okay, so let's get you a couple more Threads of Fate cards before we start. Oh, we want her, do we? Okay, gonna take her. And we're going to take her. I'm going to have five. Okay. These two. Nope. Okay. So this one. And let's get you one more. This one. Boop. Okay. Number 3 and number 4 and 6 are really important for you guys. Lovely. Everything is fated for you. I'm hearing my dear. So if you have anyone in spirit who used to say my dear to you, that's for you guys, because I never say that. Okay, we have the Seeker, we have Nature, we've got the Wildling. Something is majorly changing for you guys. You are definitely in the driver's seat with this situation. So what you need to do or focus on right now to change the situation. So what I'm seeing is massive amount of ascension, massive. So you're probably going to get a lot of physical symptoms, and the reason why the thing you need to focus on right now is your body and how you're reacting to those physical symptoms. I love how colourful this all is. This is I'm fully vibing with this. All right, so we have Capricorn. This is funny. It's literally what group number 1 got, 6th house and Capricorn, and we have Aquarius. We got the Moon, and we have the 12th house. Something feels... It's really strange. I'm getting the word yummy. Like I'm getting... Yeah, something feels like it's yummy. So when when you taste something and it feels really nice, it just feels like really, really comfortable in your body. That is what I'm seeing. So you guys are going to get some new information, and the main thing you need to focus on is how you react to that information. So the information I'm seeing is really, really positive. I'm seeing like a promotion, a collaboration, something, confirmation. We have ascension, that as well. There's something around Aquarius. Aquarius can be quite stubborn, being the fixed sign that they are. Being in the Moon is more flexible, I've witnessed. But when it comes to the 12th house as well, this feels like you guys are really being asked to ascend. So there's going to be a lot of needed changes with your emotional self. This feels yummy though. This doesn't feel uncomfortable. It does in some way, but it's like you're getting excited by it. So the main thing you need to focus on right now is nature and your body, just making things as simple as effing possible. So we have Capricorn 6th house messages. So, well, Mercury. So with Mercury being in the 6th house, this is to do with your health, your organisation, sense of usefulness. If you need to change up your home, if you need to organise your phone, your computer, your files, your hard drive, this is the time to do it. Because I'm seeing that something needs to clear before something new comes in. It could be even moving house. It feels like something to do with the person, like a certain person is giving you information that's like, whoa, that makes so much sense. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I want to get some confirmation. Let me grab a tarot card and I want to see, can we just get a little bit of confirmation? Because I feel like there's a message and I'm just not getting it. Definitely a lot of sixes around you guys. I'm seeing a beetle as well. Lovely. Got the Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. So it feels very practical. Someone's asking you to move in. Ooh, I like that. Someone's asking you to change your status of your relationship. So we have the Moon. So right, I feel like it's going to be a really random group. So I'm getting so many messages. I'm just going to go whatever I'm feeling. So I mean that's what I do anyway, but what I'm seeing is we got a lot of messages, so we'll just see where it goes here. So the Moon. So the Moon is all about emotion. It's what's hidden, it's your subconscious. So whatever is going on, whatever is coming towards you, whatever you'll need to focus on right now is going to be a surprise, because it's like you don't actually know what it is. It's like it is very subconscious. So essentially asking what's in your subconscious is you are, ooh, hi. So there's definitely someone, okay, this is to some of you guys, there's someone who's interested in you and they want to make it official. And this is for those of you who are obviously who are single, and it's because you have moved into a new state of being and you've ascended and you're ready for a partnership. So that's for some of you guys. You can be really excited about that. It could be a earth, fire or air sign. With the Page of Cups, I'm hearing I'm ready, I'm exploring, I'm going somewhere. So what I'm seeing is some of you guys, this is going to be a massive change in how you see the world, how you view it and how you want to change yourself within it. Some of you guys might be in your 12th house year, so you could be, 12. Highly doubt you're on this channel if you're 12. You could be 24. 23. Let me think. 23. And then basically, if your birth year is 12, that could be significant, or 6, basically. I'm seeing that you guys, some of you guys are deciding to go into a more spiritual career. I'm hearing paganism. I don't like that word, but basically I'm seeing like you are deciding deliberately to make a choice against what people have told you. Yes, that's it. That's the one. That makes sense. Thank you, universe. Thank you for that. So because we have Aquarius, she's a rebel. Aquarius is such a rebel. There could be a relationship that your parents have told you, no, this isn't the right one. And you know it is the right one. Intuitively, subconsciously, consciously, you know it's the right one. And I feel like there's a big shift that needs to happen. And I think we're going to get some more information on this because I'm a bit confused. The main thing we have though is surrender. I'm picking up a lot of you guys just need to like slow down with your choices at the moment. Like you can't always make a decision right now. All right. So if you're trying to make a decision on something, sometimes it just needs a little bit of divine timing or fate to help you make a decision. Okay, so I'm feeling very dehydrated, so I'm just going to have some water. So definitely you guys need some water. If you're watching this pile, go drink some water or some fluid. All right, I feel better now. Okay, let's get you some advice. Ooh, remember your worth. This is about people judging you. Some people are trying to make decisions for you. Yeah. Ground yourself. And that is interesting because that pyrite is extremely effing grounding, like really grounding. Okay, we have clear the clutter. And I did say about clearing, you guys, is I'm hearing fridge. You need to clear out your fridge as well. Let it go. Beautiful. Okay, so first of all, there might not actually be anything you can do to actually change this right now. If anything, it's an emotional thing. So wherever you are holding on to, trying to control a situation, you really need to work on, okay, just letting it go. And how you can do that is to change where your focus is. So if you're struggling to kind of move on from this situation, or just you keep thinking about it, use your intuition to guide you and clear yourself. Clear your energy with some selenite, with some incense, with some nature, and ground yourself. There's a lot to do with your inner world in this group. It feels very similar to group number 1. I feel like group number 1 and group number 2 are always very similar in my readings. For some reason, that's just how spirit does it with me. Practice patience is also saying you can't always change this situation right now. And the best thing you can do is to remember your worth in the situation. Like, remember your worth and how you are approaching it and how it makes you feel. And realizing that anyone's opinions of you is just their opinion, it's not fact, okay? And no one can make you do anything you don't want to do. Your body is very, very important, and your mind is extremely important. And if someone's trying to force you, you know, into something, then tell them what's what, basically, as much as you can, really, and ground yourself. You know, sometimes you might be really in your head. You might be in Aquarius. You might just be very much in your head a lot, really overthinking, really worrying, really scrutinizing yourself. And the last thing you want to do is scrutinize yourself. That's not going to help anyone. So you're doing your best that you can. And if you're struggling with your emotional side, remember that you might have had a lot of struggles when you were younger, and you may have had someone who's very judgmental on their emotions, and they judged you on your emotions. And basically changing your relationship to those emotions is very, very important. And realizing that you can have a better connection with your body by really listening to your emotions. Just saying, say if you're having like a panic or something like that, just saying, look, I hear you, I'm listening, I'm going to go through this, and you're being heard. Things just like talking to yourself, like really talking to those emotions, because sometimes they just need to be acknowledged. Like sometimes we just need to be acknowledged, you know. It's not always about, I've got to change this, I've got to move this, I've got to do this. Sometimes it literally is just really listening to yourself and listening to the changes that need to happen. Okay, let's get you some guidance. Let's see where you are right now, and we'll see where you are going to be in the future. Okay, group number 2. Group, and then the future for group number 2. What's going to happen after they make this decision? Lovely. Okay, this is very fated, so I'm just going to say you don't actually need to do anything for this group. There isn't really anything you need to do physically. It's very much to do with really relaxing. Oh, right, I get it. It's because basically the reason why you're in this situation is because you're not meant to be distracted, so you can actually feel those emotions that are coming up. Say you're struggling to find work. What is it bringing up within you? Because a lot of the time it is to do with our ancestral trauma, our family's trauma, religious trauma, things like that. Like, what are you holding on to that's making you feel like you can't handle this situation? A lot of it is to do with our relationships to when we were younger, you know, and how we were taught. So the snake is like ultimate wisdom. I'm feeling you are fully capable, and this is all about the right timing. Like, that snake will uncoil like when it's the right timing. Okay, so let's have a look at the bee, and we'll see what she represents in the book here. Let's see, what is she? Air. Let's see. So the bee, this is where you are right now, and this is where you're going to be in the future. Bearing in mind both these are air, so this just might be like confirmation you are an air sign. This is revealing to me, this is Aquarius. This is you coming into your power around making choices for yourself and not judging yourself and not being judged either. Like, if someone's trying to judge you, that you're not really giving a shit, basically. So the bee, earnest, hardworking, democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work and they gripe and they sting. When in balance, content, active and vibrant. When out of balance, overworked and annoyed. To bring into balance, mini vacation. A lot of you guys are very physical beings. Like, of course you are a literal physical squishy being, but you are people that are very active. Like, you don't like to sit still. So with the bee, this is saying that you can't always change stuff. You just got to focus on like yourself, because if you are too tired, you can't make a decision anyway, basically. So that's what I'm feeling, and the universe will help you sort this situation out as well. The dragonfly is a very strong spiritual omen around spirituality and the throat chakra. Okay, let's get you some charms. Have a little move around here. Let's see what's going on. I'm picking up on the butterflies. I'm moving these around, so it could be the butterfly that you're focused on as well. Okay, so we have, let's bring this up closer to you guys. So we have T-R-E-V. Oh no, T-R-B-V. We have some death energy because we've got the skull. So that's about transformation. That's not like a physical death. This is like emotional death, ego death. Some of you guys are literally having an ego death as well. We've got a tree, we've got an owl. Be at home as well. Home is your sanctuary right now. Basically, also, you are unraveling yourself to come back together. So not everything's going to feel fully comfortable. Yeah, ancestral trauma. You're tied to your ancestral tree right now, and it's giving you a lot of wisdom. Music and water is going to be like your sanctuary. So anything to do with water, to do with spa day, music, animals, that's going to really be your sanctuary. Be by the beach, be by the water. That is going to be your absolute sanctuary. Yeah, I really do feel like being near the water is going to be really good for you. And I'm hearing coastline, being around the coastline. Yeah. Is there anything else? They're not really telling me anything else. I'm seeing you walking a path. Basically like taking one step at a time. I feel like you're worried about the path before you're even on it. So remembering you can't get full like control over everything. So it's basically just asking you to let go of the outcome and realizing sometimes things are just uncomfortable. Okay, so have a lovely day. Rates and my crystal shop up below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your readings. You guys chose the lovely little double terminated clear quartz. He's so cute. Okay, so group number 3, let's get you a couple of cards. I'm picking up on the maiden. I'm hearing maiden. Like something about a maiden. I'm also hearing Warhammer. I know there's like a brand called Warhammer. I think this is to do with like miniatures. I have no idea. That's just what I'm hearing. Okay, so you guys had the same as group number 2. You got Fate underneath the deck as well. Okay, so we have Get Wild, the Sage. We have Underworld. And we have Get Curious. So what I'm seeing is a lot of you guys are feeling very, very trapped at the moment. Like literally feeling like you have trapped yourself. You are not the reason why you're trapped, by the way. There's something outside of you that's kind of, well, of course, we'll have our soul path and everything's a reflection of us. But it's like you're trying to blame yourself and it's not your fault. A lot of the time things have always felt like your fault and they're not. Okay, so let's get you some dice. I'm going to do that again. That feels kind of a bit iffy. That's such a British thing to say, iffy. Okay, so we have a Sagittarius. We have the 3rd house. And we have the moon. And then on this side... Okay, we have Cancer. We actually had Cancer before, so that's interesting. Cancer obviously wanted to come out. Okay, and this is the South Node. So there's definitely something around a relationship with a Cancer energy. I feel like you're being more drawn towards fire signs. If you've always been drawn towards water signs, you might be drawn towards fire signs, but specifically Sag. Like it doesn't have to be Leos or Aries. All right, so we have Get Wild, the Sage, the Underworld, and Get Curious. So, Get Wild, that kind of reminds me of pyrite or aragonite, like what it's actually holding in its mouth. Reminds me of the crystal of aragonite, which is like the Sputnik crystal. Aragonite represents to me massive transformational change. Like this is big and it feels like it's come in hot and heavy, like you can't really avoid it. So I do feel like you're going to be a little bit resistant to it because it's uncomfortable. I feel like what you need to do right now is to basically just get curious about what is coming up and maybe look into like your birth chart or your human design, or just get really comfortable with looking into yourself, because I feel like you're focused too much on somebody else or something else and it's really hard for you to concentrate. So we have Cancer kind of doubled. We got Cancer on the left side and then we have the moon on the right side. So I feel as if your moon is going to be quite impacted by this situation. Your emotions are going to be quite impacted by the situation. And the third house is all to do with your mind and communication. So your mind might be a lot on your heart right now. So anything you can do to kind of express yourself, express your heart by dancing or music or anything like that, that is going to really help you. I'm hearing rule you, like your mind rules you at the moment. So anything when you're outside is going to be very, very helpful for you. Anything you can get outside is going to be good for you. So Sagittarius, it kind of feels like to me there's a kind of, I generally feel like for some of you guys there's a Sagittarius guy coming towards you. It feels like the right guy. I'm hearing the right guy. So if you guys want a romantic relationship, this could be a Sagittarius woman as well. But for those of you who want a man, I'm really strongly feeling a Sagittarius man. And he's got like really strong, mature values. Like that's what I'm picking up on for some of you guys. So what you can focus on right now is realizing that basically it's okay to feel like this. It's uncomfortable as fuck, but it's what's meant to happen. You're basically working on your South Node as well. Or you're coming away from your South Node, so it is going to be a focus right now. And the South Node, the opposite to Cancer, is Capricorn. So your North Node might be in Capricorn, or you're needing to focus on Capricorn energy. It feels as if you're coming away from manipulation and feeling like so naive in connections, because if you're somebody who's like works from unconditional love a lot of the time, it can be really hard to establish boundaries because you're like, oh, I don't know, because it might affect them. What I'm seeing is it's like your boundaries are super important when it comes to your unconditional love. Like even especially if you're unconditional, boundaries are so super important. And you're seeing behind the veil now. You're seeing behind the veil of the people around you and things like that. And it's really uncomfortable because it's like, okay, well, what do I do about it? The best thing for you to do is to listen to what your emotions are telling you. And also just to go with your instincts and go with your intuition. Like if there's something you need to adjust or change, just go for it. But it's all about like learning that this is a very emotional time. And if you do need to go under a blanket and eat some pizza, go for it. I'm hearing spud. So it could be to do, we have spudnik, but it could be to like being a couch potato and basically just like turning into a spud. Sounds really strange to say it, but basically just vegging out and like just doing anything that makes you feel just comfortable. Like it feels very Cancer-y. So it's like with Cancer energy, especially, I have Cancer moon, so I really resonate with this reading. But the Cancer moon energy, it can get quite uncomfortable. It's like basically, because Cancer is a very emotional sign, it's very connected to water, so you will be definitely connected to the moon and all the I'm hearing ancestral stuff as well. All the ancestral stuff is coming up within you, and you're releasing a lot of your South Node stuff. You might be getting dreams about teeth or needing to do something with your teeth, or your nails, something to do with like your bones. Yeah, you do feel trapped, but you're not. It's like you're basically needing to go through this uncomfortable bit here, so you can get to the other side. Like this is non-negotiable. Like you can't avoid this. Like this bird will move up here and go out of all the kind of entrapment, and that is where you're going basically. Like it's just a sense of go for it, girl. Do something random for yourself. And really changing it up. This group is a little bit complicated, so we'll have a look and see what other advice wants to come towards you guys, because I'm feeling a little bit generally confused in this reading anyway. But the get wild is basically saying just shake it up a little bit, shake up your routine, and get out of the freaking house. You're in the house too much. Okay, because I'm hearing these four walls, so they can kind of get a bit like isolating sometimes. So even if it's just going walking around the block or walking into a park or something, that's just basically, I feel like there's some major changes with you. Yeah, get up, get moving. You guys get very stagnant really easily. You need to shake up your energy, schedule yourself in. Yeah, this is you time. This is what I'm hearing, you time. You time, me time, like putting yourself first time. Okay, stay positive. Can we get one more, please? Find a way to forgive. Okay, so this is basically, it feels quite a lonely time, but it's because there's something that is changing deep within you, and it's not going to feel like that for much longer, I don't feel. I think it's going to drastically change. So what you can focus on right now is make a decision kind of feels quite intense. I mean, lapis lazuli is quite an intense crystal. Like, I don't really vibe with lapis lazuli. For me, as like a watery gal, I don't vibe with it because it is too emotionally intense for me. So what I'm seeing is like you will feel emotionally intense around this time. And when it comes to a decision you want to make, forgive yourself in the situation and realize like you are fully capable of making whatever decision you want. Do not worry about other people in this situation. This is about you, okay? And stay positive with it as well. Like, this is something that you're having to go through for a reason. And if you need to move your body, fucking go for it. Like, really, really move your body. Make a decision. Also saying, like, motivate yourself. Like, if you need to go up and get moving, definitely do that. And also I'm hearing making food prior to when you're going to cook it. So basically, like, preparing food for yourself. So it's something less to think about. Yeah, I feel like you're recovering from something. It feels almost like you might have a cold right now or the flu or something. It doesn't feel anything too intense. It just feels like, I don't know, like 3 days or something. But it feels as if like there's something about your body that needs to just be looked after. Like your health, your 6th house of health feels really important right now. It feels like just really get into your body and do anything to make your life as simple as possible. Okay, so where you are right now, we have the camel and the lizard. So you're kind of feeling like you're in two minds. You're kind of going one way and then going the other way. In the future, where will group number 3 be in the future, please? The hawk, perfect. Massive amount of, like, you're recreating yourself. That's why it's uncomfortable. That makes a lot of sense. Love. Ooh. Guys, I'm so excited. You're going to get a relationship. Can you tell I'm Cancer Moon? Like, does it come across in this reading? Oh my god, this is my relationship card. I love the fox. He's my fave. He's always one of my faves. Okay, I have a lot of faves. I can't decide which one's my favourite. Right, the dragon. This is intent. This is heart chakra from what I'm getting intuitively. So your heart chakra, it's like you're maturing like rapidly. So yes, it will be uncomfortable, but oh my god, this is worth it. Guys, if you had distractions, you wouldn't get to this bit because that's why you're not being distracted at the moment. Oh, it's like uncomfortable, but it needs to happen. So let's have a look at the camel and we'll see what the information is that wants to come out. So basically, the hawk also is about Scorpio and transformation. So you're transforming your relationships and how you deal with them. And it's bringing in a fucking beautiful partnership. If you're already in a relationship, it could mean that you're changing the way you interact with a partner. Like, I feel like your boundaries are much higher. So like you're expecting more from your partner. And it's up to them whether they want to come up to the plate, because I feel like you're needing to really get clear on what you want out of this relationship. And if you are single, which I feel like a lot of you guys are, the hawk is saying like you're needing to rise above anyone that tries to come towards you and your growth. Like if someone doesn't like what you're doing, F them basically. Like maybe physically, maybe literally F them. I don't know, if they're really attractive and you want that. Oh my god, I give the best advice, guys. Oh my god. So scorpionic advice right there. Just basically F anything that moves. Oh my god, okay, that's bad advice. Okay, do not take that. Right. Okay, I'm going to stop playing around now. Right, the camel. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveller and especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content and sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated and lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. So let's get you another description. I want to have a look at the lizard as well and see what he means. Okay. Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle and dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. So you guys are very sensitive and you're also really sensitive to senses like smells and touch. So if you feel it like uncomfortable, maybe get something nice like smelling things or maybe have a bath or something just to relax yourself. Okay, so as if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. This feels so scorpionic, like really deep. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's whispering your name. When in balance, artist, telepathic, spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. Cute. I love that. All right, so let's get you some dice. No, not dice. Charms, and we'll see what charms want to come out from my lovely group number 3, and we'll see how it relates to those cards. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake, shake it, shake it. Okay, they want me to pick up a lot of the letters, so we're doing that. Okay, you guys got a lot of charms. Okay, I'm gonna pick out the letters. These could be someone's name, or it could be a title. So we have Mr. That's the title. Do we have Mrs.? We have Mrs. as well. Okay, that makes sense. So there's something to do with marriage and changing your status. Okay, I see the word house as well. Let's see if we can get that. House. Do we have an E? Okay, well I saw house. Okay, let's see what else we have. So we have lots of O's, and we have S, T, V, W, and U. Mr. Who? I didn't realise I did that. Mr. Who? I don't know what that means, but sure, guides. Thanks. Thanks for the guidance. All right, so we have 2 unravelled. This is about 2 people coming together who've gone through a lot of trauma. This could indicate releasing the masculine and the feminine side of you and getting more comfortable with expressing it. All right, those of you who've chosen this group, you are like little fairies. Oh, we have another one as well. So you guys are like little fairies. You're very sensitive and you might resonate as a fairy energy. Like you might really connect to that. You guys need to do some fitness. You need to work out, do some tennis or badminton, netball, hockey, football, dance, something like that. Like you need to move your body and shift it. This has come out for every single group, this little guitar. There's obviously something about music that wants to pop out. So these 2 feel really important. This is to do with you and how unique you are. You might even resonate as a rainbow child. If you would like a child, I do see some of you guys having rainbow children as well. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to meet somebody who's a lot like you. So if you're feeling really alone right now, just be aware that there's probably going to be someone coming in your life when the time is right. And we have this seahorse and the shell. I feel like it's about you opening up. Could be to a water sign, manifesting a water sign, more stardom as well. Like you're going to get more recognized in your career or for what you do, like for your craft. And I feel like if you focus on fairy energy, so it could be if you're an artist, you're drawing fairies, dragonflies, things like that. And there's something about connecting to water. Like I do feel like making your life as simple as possible, like by like connecting to the elements and things. That's something I'm seeing as well. So I'm also seeing the word town. So I think for some of you guys, you might be moving town, moving house, moving to a village, something like that. There's a lot of like massive changes because I feel like you're really being asked to. It feels like a more mature version of you is coming and is here and is ready to be integrated, which is really, really nice. So I hope this resonated with you guys. Have a lovely day. My private reading rates and my crystal shop is down below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the Moonstone crystal. So let's get you a couple more cards just to clarify. I'm seeing you guys out in the woods and in the wilderness. Some of you guys are from Canada, like I just saw a bear, and bears always remind me of Canada. Bears could be a really good, like big omen for you. Those 3? No. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys needing to connect with your natural roots. Could even be your hair as well, like natural roots in your hair, maybe if you've dyed it. Like coming back to your roots, literally. And I feel as if I'm getting Earth, Wind and Fire songs in my head. Okay, so we have fate. This has come up in literally like three out of 4 of the readings. There's a lot of like needing to trust the timing at the moment. So I'm seeing some of you guys being in like a caravan or like a little tent and like just camping out and being out in nature. And that is just basically the best advice I can give you from this reading, is to just go out and change your scenery, because you are getting kind of fed up with your scenery. It could be your work, or you know, something feels all consuming for you, and it's because basically you're on the verge of some creative transformation. A lot of you guys are going to start a new project soon, so it's almost like your energy is preserving itself, and you might be feeling quite tired. The Magi is saying there's some strong clearing with you guys. I'm picking up on you singing. You might be a singer. This is just confirmation. Some of you guys, you're going to get recognized for your singing abilities, but don't force to kind of like be popular. Just let people find you, because your talent will shine for itself anyway. And that's for those of you who have any sort of talent. Like, don't worry about how people are going to find you. Just show up for yourself and be creative and free yourself from that kind of like, you know, prison of I have to do this, and just kind of go with as much as you can intuitively. And of course it's annoying with money and stuff, like you have to have money certain ways and things, but it's so important to just realize like you don't have to do things a certain way to be successful, okay? Especially if you've had people who've kind of like told you to do things a certain way. So we have a lot of like hands here. We've got the Magi, the Weaver, the Alchemist. So these are very much to do with like shifting and changing things. Alchemist is to change one thing to another. So like water to ice, or ice to gas, or something like that. So you're reclaiming your soul basically. So if anyone is around you that has very restricting views, like they're kind of doing like, you know, they're saying all or nothing, kind of black and white kind of thinking, then you're being asked to basically ignore them, because it's not who you are. You're somebody who's quite in the flow a lot of the time, and it's only other people's influence that cause you to like curl up and coil up. I'm picking up on a coil, like a lot of like, I'm seeing like what's it called, that metal that you used to like scrub like plates and stuff. I'm seeing that. Oh, steel wool. I'm seeing steel wool. You kind of feel like steel wool at the moment, like you feel like a scribble on the page. So I'm feeling like what you need to kind of focus on right now is getting as much space as possible from you and somebody else that's really affecting you, or get as much space as possible in your space. So parks, fields, lakes, anything that has a lot of space, that is the best advice I can give you to help you with this situation, because your energy is so restricting at the moment, because there's so many things going on with you, and planetary wise and emotional wise, family, friends. It feels stuck. And the thing you need to reclaim back is your own energy, because you are very sensitive to people and things. So with the Magi, the Weaver and the Alchemist, it's getting you to change, like literally, okay, bluntly, getting you to change. And yeah, it's like, it's a lot of things that you don't want to admit at the moment, or don't want to go through, and it feels quite restricting, but honestly, you are going to get through this. I'm seeing at the most 3 months until something changes for you. I feel like a massive solar plexury energy. I felt like a little bit sick all of a sudden. Like, yeah, just a bit overwhelmed. So some of you guys really need to pace yourself. A lot of you guys have been very influenced by the astrological changes, and it's really affecting your physical body. So get some fresh air, guys. Okay, we have Go Deeper. I think I might call that my weed card, because I've never really seen weed before, but you know, from what I have seen, that that looks like weed. This kind of looks like weed too. I promise, guys, I don't do dodgy things, okay? I'm a Scorpio, but I don't do dodgy things like weed, okay? But weed can be good in a good way if you're using it in the right way. Okay, so anyway, off the topic of weed, that's where this is going today. So you have 2 little eggies and you have 2 little weed crystals. So you've got this like difference of 2 things changing from one state to another, like the Alchemist, which is really nice. Ooh, get out your comfort zone. Hi. Okay, some of you guys have been indoors a long time. Like, you need to get out, and that could be getting you out your comfort zone. Go out where there's no people, because your energy is very sensitive to other people at the moment. Okay, so we have Go Deeper, Get Laser Focus, Support is all around you, and Open Up Your Heart. We've got Epidote, Azurite, Angelite, Rose Quartz. So what I'm seeing is get as much support as possible by anyone and anything. Support yourself in any way that feels right for you. Don't worry about doing things perfectly. That's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for unconditional love for yourself. Actually, do you know what? That is actually what you're aiming for. Like, that's where you're going, is unconditional love. So the more you kind of restrict yourself, it's going to make you feel more uncomfortable, because that's kind of where you're coming away from. So listen to people on YouTube who have some very good advice. Like, follow people who you feel really comfortable following, and there's no like doubt in your mind that that's somebody you want to listen to or watch or read. And there's something about you coming into your heart space very profoundly, and that's why it feels kind of overwhelming. I think that's kind of why I felt sick all the time, because it kind of felt like my energy was going from my solar to my heart, and it felt like something was shifting up, almost like something was coming up from my body. So when we have open up your heart, there's a real big kind of draw towards your heart chakra. So wherever you're going, there could be a relationship on the other side of it, and there could be a big connection on the horizon. Like, that's definitely what it feels like to me. And get laser focused is showing me having a focus for you as well, guys. Also, I had a cold breeze on the back of my arm, so that's weird. There's definitely some spirits around you that are going to support you. It feels like a lot of like feminine energy, very, very powerful. I'm seeing like a black cat. So any sort of like mysterious, witchy kind of animals is going to be a big omen for you. So I'm just going to clear my energy as I'm doing this reading, because I feel like I don't want any kind of ghosties hovering. So I'll just clear the energy while I'm doing this reading. Okay, perfect. All right. We are ready to rock and roll. Oh, I didn't give you dice. Okay, I've got to give you some dice. So let's see what dice wants to come out for you guys. There's definitely a masculine in spirit that is helping you with this. They're saying, I'm sorry they're treating you like that. Like, you're not meant to really, I'm sorry they're kind of reacting in that way. I'm also hearing someone like walking in heels. So I don't know what that is. That's the thing with intuition. It doesn't always make sense at the time, but it's a very helpful tool sometimes. Okay, so we have Aquarius, 8th house, Jupiter, Libra, 6th house, and we have Pluto. So we got the 6th and the 8th house. We got 2 air signs, and we got 2 like the larger planets. So what I'm seeing is this has been brewing for a long time. Like, this is not meant to have been like that, done, gone, all the above. Like, it's meant to have kind of been kind of brewing for a while, and it's kind of just suddenly come up to the surface. So with Aquarius and Libra, this is showing me that you're getting independent in your relationships and you're not being defined by them. Massive amount of intuitive changing, and changing to do with how you see other people, how people see you. This is to do with you and your expansion around connections, and not feeling like you have to do things at a certain time because someone's told you. Independence from other people's thinking. This Pluto energy is really, really, really big. I'm seeing a really strong connection coming towards you. It's going to be really healthy, really going to help you to nourish your body and nourish your soul. And it feels like a natural connection, really easygoing. Could be a Libra or an Aquarius, could be another star sign. I'm not entirely sure what other star signs come. I'm seeing Pisces and Taurus. It could be a partnership, could be a friendship, could even be like someone like a personal trainer, because with the 6th house to do with health and fitness. With the Libra energy, this feels like balance is happening in your love life. So, I mean, when I say love life, I mean romantic, because love life is everywhere. So with your romantic life, this has been brewed for a long time, especially if you guys have been single for a long time. This is why nothing's changed in your romantic life outwardly, because you're having to do this inner healing first, because it's not there for you yet. Jupiter's all about expansion. So this 8th house is showing me a lot of you guys are going to get a connection with somebody who's going to help you in your career. I'm hearing partner, and we do have with the 8th house as partners resources. So even if it's not like a romantic partner, it could be like even like a sexual partner, it could be, but I feel like it could be more to do with like a practical partner, so a partner in business or something like that. But if it isn't, it could be a relationship too. So what is your main focus right now? We have the cheetah and we have the earthworm. So you guys are like, I want to do this, I want to do this. No, I want to curl into a ball. I want to do this, I want to do this. No, I want to curl into a ball. Like, you're literally both sides. You're like, I want to do so many fucking things. And then you're like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. Okay, where's the future energy for group number 4, please? Let's see what's going on with you guys. You're very emotional at the moment. It's okay. It's all right. If you're feeling really emotional, that is just things that come out. Also, do you know what is really nice? Your heart chakra clearing. There's a lot of like coiling energy here. Okay. Yeah, that is literally explaining it. The frog card is always emotional to me. It's like, rain on me. That's literally what that card represents, is rain on me. Like letting the emotion just flow, letting them flow and letting them come and go. And because I'm rhyming, that is my guides. Every time I rhyme, I could do like a rap with my intuition. Like, okay, so what I'm seeing is the earthworm is some undiscovered talents that you have as well. I'm going to look at the earthworm first, because I don't get the earthworm a lot actually from this deck, so we'll have a look and see what she's representing. Okay, so this is to do with where you are right now, and this is your future. Your future here is showing me that you're coming into a more comfortable place with your spiritual side, and I'm picking up like you've got a lot of guides in the universe that are helping you out at the moment. There's a big unraveling for you. So I want to actually read the earthworm and the snake, and we'll see what those two are, because I feel like they're kind of representing the same sort of thing, like an upgrade. And the cheetah is showing me that you guys are trying to run away from something, and it's asking you to get comfortable with what's going on as much as possible, and slowing down, even though it's very, very fast. But can you see how there's the camel looking that way, cheetah looking that way, earthworm's coiled, snake is coiled. So it's something very similar. Basically upgrading, it's like, oh, I get it. Right, this is really masculine. It's kind of like, I'll be practical, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's kind of proving yourself to someone or something. And this is like, it's all right, I'm fine. Emotional, don't care, it's all right. Whatever I'm going through, it's going to be okay. This is like lots of worrying. You're coming away from this conditional tit for tat kind of vibe and going into more of unconditional, which is good because you're basically coming away from a lot of ancestral trauma. So, shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We've all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Yeah, exactly. I was seeing that actually. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumour has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, earnest, intelligent and valuable. When out of balance, self-conscious and apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment. Ooh, yes, take some risks, girl. I love that. All right, so let's have a look at the snake. Oh my God, I just realised. Fire, earth, fire, earth. That's a really strong confirmation there. Okay, so let's see what the snake represents. So the snake, guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. Some of you guys are really creative and you don't like realise how effing creative you are and like how much you need to share it. Like, don't care about how many followers, views, likes you have. Like, just go for it. Just share it. Like, don't even think about it, because people will gravitate towards you if you have that natural instinct, that natural power. Because it's like you're here to give to the world. That's why you're here. So, you know, in the most beautiful way. All right, the snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake, which is very much to do with your Kundalini as well. Kundalini and your Chi energy. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative and charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many things. To bring into balance, Kundalini yoga and meditation. I am seeing also just go for it. Like, there's something that you want to try, and I'm seeing like you've been waiting long enough. go for it right now. I love how we have like the black and the dark, and we have like a lot of light here. So there's definitely something shifting for you guys. Fully, I'm hearing fully and full force. Okay, let's get your last messages. Let's get you some. Let's get you some charms. Okay, so this could be a connection between two people. This could mean something in your life as well. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have the anchor, the Hello Kitty. We've got Hello Kitty. Got a little star there. We have the peace sign. We have a cat. We have a little tiny moth or a butterfly. We got Wednesday. And we have peace. So Wednesday could be a really prominent day for you. Peace is showing me that you guys are coming into peace like you've been waiting for a very long time. Also is to go into your untapped potential. A lot of you guys are quite needing to go into like tarot or your witchy side. Don't be afraid to do that. We have the anchor here. You're trying to anchor yourself in a transformation process. It's quite hard. So do anything to get your energy changed, like changing your environment. Peace is showing me there's a lot of people going to come into your life to bring peace into your life. We have the cat twice. So cats are a strong omen, especially black cats. And this is from the Wicca deck. It came with a deck that's to do with witches. So the black cat is very much to do with witches. So Hello Kitty reminds me of like find things that make you feel like your inner child is like ringing true again, like doing things that make you feel very strongly connected to your inner child, and just maybe buying something fun for yourself that helps you to embrace your inner child. Maybe some skates, maybe a camera, some sort of like kit where you can make something, maybe like a science kit, I don't know, something like that, to really help you just express. I'm seeing a pretzel as well, like someone's making pretzels. So there's something there. Could be you're going to a fair or something, fun fair. So have a lovely day. My rates and crystal shop are down below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.